Hello and welcome to the class. My name is Daniel, and today we're going to be talking about how to understand what distractors are in the IELTS exam. If you have a question for us, you can go to the top of the screen and click on the chat icon to send us a message. This is the first of two classes and will last just over 20 minutes. First, we're going to talk about what distractors are, and then we're going to talk about how we can recognize them and avoid them in the IELTS exam. So by the end of the session, you'll be more aware of how distractors are used in the IELTS exam. During the class, there'll be questions for you to answer. These will be below the video, and I'll tell you when you need to answer them, and I'll give you 10 to 15 seconds for each one. So let's start by looking at what distractors are. Well, distractors are answers that look like the correct answer, but are actually incorrect. So they use keywords in the text and answer to take the student's attention away from the correct answer. So they create a situation where you'll read a question and you'll look in the text and you think, yes, A is the correct answer. But actually, they've distracted you. They've used some words in there. Maybe it's the same word in the text and the answer, and you think, that's the correct answer, but they've distracted you in this way. So we call these things distractors, and they happen a lot in the reading test. Okay, so we're going to take a look at a particularly common type of question that comes up in the IELTS exam, and it's this type of question, which is multiple choice. Now, multiple choice questions are quite tricky because they often have distractors in them. Because they have more than one answer option, so they have 3 or 4. In that situation, that means that one answer is correct and the others are all going to be distractors. So it's really important to analyze it and really check which is the correct one. Now, the first step that you want to do whenever you get a question like this is to highlight the key words in there. And we're going to look at what do we mean by key words. Well, keywords, for starters, are nouns and noun phrases. So like in here, we've got the writer, we've got the word her eyes, we've got her exam as well. So I'd want to highlight those things there. Then you'd want to highlight verbs and verb phrases like go to bed, hurt, doesn't sleep well, and wanted to feel good. They're all the verbs or verb phrases, and they're very important. The following thing would be adjectives, another key word there. And here we've got the words very tired and 100% sure are adjectives. And then the final thing that you'd want to highlight is all the adverbs or the adverb phrases. So here we've got why. I've also got the word early. I mean, you could say that's part of the verb phrase, go to bed early. And we've got the next day. It's a noun, but it's acting like an adverb in this sentence. So once you've done that, then you're ready to start trying to find the answers to the question. But that should always be the first step with pretty much every IELTS question, and particularly with the multiple choice ones. So we've got the highlighted question here and answers, and you can see here we've got the sentence which contains the correct answer somewhere. Now, what I would like you to do first is to look at question 1 below the video and read that sentence and see if you can choose the correct answer. Okay, let's have a look together. We'll go through one at a time. So let's see. Why did the writer go to bed early? She was very tired. Well, let's have a look. It says, that night, exhausted, I went to bed at 8 p.m., knowing that I needed to be 100% for the following day's exam. Now, if we have a look here, very tired and exhausted have the same meaning. But we want to know, why did she go to bed? And here it doesn't say she went to bed because she was exhausted. Here it just says, that night exhausted, I went to bed. That means she felt exhausted when she went to bed. It doesn't say that's the reason or that's why she went to bed. So this is what we call a distractor. The synonym or the key word has the same meaning, but it doesn't give us the correct answer to the question. Now let's look at the second one. So we can see here it says she is 100% sure that her eyes hurt when she doesn't sleep well. But if we look at this, we can see 100%. So they look the same, but they have different meanings in these two sentences. So in this one, she's 100% more. That means she definitely knows. However, in this one here, she said that I needed to be 100%. Now, when you are 100%, that means that you feel good. You feel awake and yeah, good. So 100% here and 100% here have two different meanings. So that is another example of a distractor where the meaning of the word is not the same. One tip is that if it's the exact same word, 100% and 100%, it's probably not the correct answer. So now let's look at C. Well, it says she wanted to feel good for her exam the next day. Okay, we can see here it said wanted. I went to bed at 8 p.m. knowing that I needed to be, okay, wanted, needed to be. They're synonyms, more or less. To feel good, we said be 100%. That means feel good. If you say, oh, I'm 100%, that means you feel good. So wanted and feel good for her exam the next day and the following day's exams, they're synonyms as well. So we can see that C is the correct answer because all of the parts are paraphrased or have synonyms here. All the keywords are in there. So it's important, very important, not to just look for one keyword in the text. You have to find the part that you need, read it quite carefully to make sure all of the parts of the answer are in the text. Let's have another bit of practice. So here's another question. It says, the reaction of her friends to the news was A, largely positive, B, that of congratulations all round, and C, a general lack of enthusiasm. So let's look at this keywords again. We've got here reaction of her friends to the news was largely positive, congratulations all round, or a general lack of enthusiasm. So these would be the key words here. Now I'm going to bring up the sentence here, and I would like you to look at question 2 below the video and see if you can choose the correct answer. I'll give you 10 to 15 seconds for that. Okay, well, let's have a look at this together then. So we'll go bit by bit. So the reaction of her friends. So when I told my friends, that's the reaction of her friends to the news. So the news is I won the race. So we've got synonyms there. Only a handful congratulated me. So here we've got congratulations and congratulated. So you might think B is the correct answer because you've got congratulations and you've got congratulated. But the important thing here is the adverb all round. And all round means everyone. So if we say congratulations all round, that means everyone congratulated me. However, here it says only a handful. That is not the same as all round. That just means some. Some people congratulated me. So B is not the correct answer, and it has this congratulated is a distractor. It says, the rest, so my other friends, met my announcement. So the news is another synonym, is announcement, with a look of disinterest. So disinterest is a lack of enthusiasm. The rest would be generally, so most of them. So C here would be the correct answer. So it's very important, again, not to just look for one word and to look at adverbs, the difference with here being between all round and just a handful. Now we're going to see another situation when distractors are used, a different question type. So here we have a matching features question, and it says which computer, A, B, or C, matches the statement. And here's the statement: it processes media information with ease. Now, the first thing we need to do again is to think and highlight the key words here. So here we'd say it means the computer. Processes would be an important word. Media information would be another keyword, and with ease is another keyword. And in this task, you have three descriptions of computers, and you have to match one of them to this statement here. So what I'm going to ask you to do is look at question 3 below the video and choose which computer matches that statement. Okay, let's go through one computer at a time. So we're going to start with A. So it says, this computer's media player is very intuitive. So we've got here media player, and here we've got the word media in this. So again, maybe someone taking the IELTS exam might see media, and you might look at media player, and you think, there we go, okay, that's got a key word in it. But media player and media information is not the same meaning. Just the word media is the same, but media information and media player are different. If we keep, so that is a distractor. If we keep looking, so this computer's media player is very intuitive and easy to use. Okay, so here we had the word ease and easy, they're related, but with ease means it's quick and it does it simply, it does it easily. But easy to use is saying the person can use this computer easily. So it's not that the computer processes information easily, but it's that people can use the computer easily. So there are two different meanings in those sentences. So again, that's another example of a distractor. So then it says, but when it comes to processing capacity, so processing capacity, which is what we want to look at, processing. So that keyword's important. It is somewhat lacking. So lacking and with ease, lacking means it's very slow. With ease means it can do it very quickly. So we can see here that if we read the full sentence, there are some distractors, but overall it is not correct. Now let's look at this second one. So it says, B, the hard drive on this machine is huge and can hold a lot of information. So again, we've got here media information and here hold a lot of information. But there's two different things that a computer can do. One is process information and the other is hold information. And they are two different things. So if a computer holds information, it means it can store it. So it has a big hard drive. If it processes information, it means it can use the information quickly or access the information very quickly. So those two things are different functions of a computer. So again, their word information here is a distractor. And then if we continue that sentence, it says, however, it does feel a bit sluggish at times. Feel a bit sluggish. Sluggish means it is slow, a bit slow. So that's the opposite of process information with ease. So this sentence again is not correct and it contains distractors. Let's now look at C. So, okay, we said A is not correct. We said B is not correct. So C must be correct, but let's just check anyway to make sure. So it says this has a quad-core 3.8 gigahertz processor. So processor here is the noun of processes. Processes is a verb, processor is a noun. So again, you can look for this keyword. You would have seen processing here and processor here. So just looking for the one keyword will not be enough to find the correct answer. Let's keep reading. Which is particularly rapid. Rapid means fast, very fast. So rapid could mean with ease. So it processes things with ease. When working with Photoshop and other design programs. So Photoshop and other design programs is media information. Let's just show that more clearly. We've got processes, processor here. We've got with ease, particularly rapid, and media information is Photoshop and other design programs. So we can see that C is the correct answer because it contains all of the information in that sentence. And that's what you need to do. You need to check that all that information is in the sentence, not just look for one word or two words, because if you do that, it might be a distractor and you might get the question wrong. If you have a question for us, remember you can go to the top of the screen and click on the chat icon to send us a message. Now do the second class on this topic and complete the online training and activities. Thank you very much for joining the class. We'll see you again. Goodbye.